This is an HP-67 calculator that I bought around 1978. So the calculator's about 45 years old, and as you can see, it still works. It's also programmable too. It has like 240 steps of programmable memory, so you can write programs and store them on a motorized card reader that's inside the laptop. This calculator made by Hewlett Packard has been extremely durable, and I love to use it because it has an LED display, and I often like to work in the dark. The other nice thing about it is the buttons, which it's kind of like a mechanical keyboard. So the main problem I had with this calculator is the battery pack. So in the back, I've kind of jury-rigged it. Getting it out is, as you can see, a pretty big pain in the neck. Let's see if I can get it out. Okay. So it came with this battery pack with 3 NiCad batteries, and the batteries were soldered into this case, and this case was sealed. So probably 25 years ago, when the batteries stopped charging, I broke open the case, and it comes in 2 pieces. And I put in some Nickel Metal Hydride rechargeable batteries. And let me get another set of them. So I just use this mainly to do my taxes. So we'll get some charged batteries. That's enough. And so to replace the batteries, I just pop this open, and you can see that these metal pieces make contact with the contacts in the calculator. So you have to get them exactly right, and everything is held on by pressure. It would be better if I put in some things like springs or better contacts, but these do work for now. So I'll just take this one out, and this goes this way, this goes this way. This goes here. Oh, it's hard to get out. Put that one here, and this one goes here. So I'll take this guy here, and this one fits in like that. And I'll put this little metal piece in here, and this guy back here. Well, need a little more tension here, so we'll put that there, and then we'll put this battery going in the other direction here. And I need to push this. I need to get this guy down a little bit. So then this one goes over here. And the last one goes over here. And I put this over here. So then I put this, fit this back on here to hold it in. And I have my battery pack put together again, and not perfect. It fits. So we'll just wrap a couple of rubber bands around it. The rubber bands work, but they don't work perfectly. because the rubber bands take up some space, and so it makes it harder to get the battery pack in and out. So let's just push these closed as well as we can. Now we'll slide this in here. And there we go. So that's how I keep this thing working, even though it's 45 years old. There are other clever solutions, including using a completely different type of battery pack that's smaller, that fits in there with maybe a lithium-ion battery and with soldering a connector. But this works well for me. One thing is, this is the back cover for the battery pack, which I can't use. If I push this in, oops, you can see that if I push this in all the way, well, maybe it does work. We'll give it a try. Would be nice if it did work. Nope, it doesn't work. So what I do is I just leave the back cover off. It sits on the desk, works fine on the desk, works fine in my hand. And it's a solution if you don't want to do any soldering, or if you don't want to add another connector, or some people use AAA cells instead of AA cells that fit a little bit better, so you don't have the pressure issues. And one of these days I'll put in some better metal contacts so that I may be able to solve this issue with not being able to put the back cover on. But yeah, it's nice to be able to use electronics when they're really, really old. I don't really expect any of my other electronics to last this long just because they're obsolete, but this is a device that isn't obsolete, and I'm pretty happy about it.